Xbox One. This is a research stream where I have reset all the tutorial messages so you can read this. Read this if you want to live. Battleworlds Kronos is a hard game, but if you can't beat it, it's not because it's too hard. It's also not because you aren't good enough. It's because you haven't read the tutorial steps that appear on the left side of the screen, bit by bit. Each topic gets its own icon. This way we explain the most important game mechanics during the first missions, step by step. The rest is experience, and that comes automatically. Why did you make the game so difficult? It's like an FAQ right in front of the game. There are enough easy games. Battleworlds is meant to be a challenge. The game is always fair, but you have to earn victory. The good news is you can learn how to beat the game. The first missions might seem hard to you, but after you finish the campaigns, you can finish these missions without losing a single unit. That's how good you can become. The first step on that journey is following the tutorial attentively. Are there no difficulty levels? No. You can request reinforcements every 10 rounds, though, if you think that you need them. Of course, every mission can be finished without reinforcements. Play cleverly, and you can pay regard to the tactical tips that sometimes are hidden in the dialogues of a mission. Really? I wasn't paying attention to those. I played this game earlier before I started recording. Your common sense in the tutorial will tell you what is clever. Alright, I'll pay attention to the tutorial. Terrific! Enjoy playing our game. The developers. Yes, this is Battleworlds Kronos. It's a turn-based strategy game where you move pieces on a hex playfield, not a square playfield. Hex. I'll get into more detail about that later, but I think this might be the first game other than Endless Legend that I've played on hexes. Because I haven't played Brigandine, and that's a PS1 game I never got a chance to play. But yeah, apparently hardcore strategy gamers are like, yeah, dude, you need hexes. Hex or GTFO, basically. So, let's get down to business. The basics will be pretty easy to understand. Okay, for this motion, the hunter used up its move action. This round only, it has a Joker action left, which is the little star icon. It can be used either to attack or to move again. So I'll use up the Joker action by moving even further down. I need to move over to the left, east, or west, because that's what the game's telling me to do at this point in the game. So I've used up both actions that are available to me in this round, so let's just press and hold the X button to end our turn. The X button is located on the top right-hand corner of the screen where that mini-map is. Underneath that it says end turn. Let's hold down the X button to end the turn. Continue driving along the path. Press the menu. See the left-hand side of the screen, all those icons that are hexes? Press the menu button on the Xbox One controller. Let's see what it says. How do I play this game? Well, if you want to survive, don't deactivate this. If you want to see all the tutorial at a glance, press the help icon in the circle menu. So press left on the D-pad. Then you see that little question mark? That gives me all the tutorials that are available for this game. We'll do it a bit at a time. Press the menu button again. Action points. What kind of actions can a unit perform in each round? Each unit has action points can be activated at the start of every round. As soon as the unit's performed an action, the relevant action point gets deactivated. That arrow icon is for moving a unit. The reticle icon is for attacking. Defense or counterattacking doesn't use up action points, which is great. That means you can, basically, if someone attacks you and you attack them back, that doesn't waste a turn. So it's a free. If someone attacks you, then you get a free shot at them. So in that sense, it's kind of like Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics. You know, basically, if anyone punches you head on, then you get a free shot back at them. So same principle here. Joker can be used for move or attack or unit special abilities. In this case, in the previous turn, you just saw me use that Joker skill to just get another move turn. I could, if there's no one to attack, I can just keep moving. And they get reactivated after each round, which makes perfect sense. Moving units. What range of movement do my units have? Select the unit to see its range of movement. The range of each unit depends on the type of unit and the type of terrain it is on. There are 6 terrain types in the game. Streets or concrete are easy terrain. Grass and playing ground is normal. Difficult terrain is snow or swamp. Haven't had to worry about that yet. Forest. Only infantry and aerial units. Water only for naval and aerial units. Mountains are only for aerial units. Larger vessels can only navigate in deep water. Hovercrafts can come ashore only on beaches. Units cannot move into the fog of war. Again, we're not going to worry about that yet. That'll become an issue later. Okay, let me make a note here. Press right or left on the D-pad. Or I can just press any button. I can press any direction on the D-pad. Let's select the I button. Okay, movement. Where's the movement option? It's supposed to tell me how far I can move. Yes, not very useful. Range. Well, that's the combat range. What's the movement range? It's not terribly helpful. Well, what it does tell me is that... Let's see. Okay, this is a problem. Selecting the specific hex I want is something of a nuisance. So I'll be the first person to admit that right off the bat. If I could play with the mouse, it'd be great. Press the A button. Now I can see how far I can move. If I don't want to move, I can press the B button to cancel. So if I just want to take a peek and see how far I can move, just press the A button. Let's see, 1, 2... It's a lot of triangles. 1, 2. Well, on a road, if I don't leave the road, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can move 6. I can move 6 hexes if I stick to the road. So how about I just stick to the road? If I have to leave the road, whoops! There's an explorer unit of your opponent. It's easy to defeat. Move your unit into a field next to the explorer, and I can do that. So I'll use my Joker skill to move right up on this dude, but I won't be able to attack him yet. Yeah, I can't attack him yet. I've already used up both of my skills this turn. So that means I'm going to have to end my turn, and I'll let the enemy attack me first. But he's weak. He won't be able to get much on me. He won't be able to do that much damage. No, wait, he's not attacking me. Well, I'm not going to complain. So I'll press the A button and attack this dude. See that red icon right there? The red hex next to me means that the enemy can be attacked. I'm going to use the left and right triggers to zoom in and out. That is a great... I didn't know I could do this. That's a great strategic view. Glad they let you do that. So let's run up on this dude and hit him in the face. And now I can get behind him, I guess. I don't think that makes a difference. So I'll just stay put. Is there ever a reason for me not to attack somebody? Like, is there ever a reason for me not to move? Well, I guess I could retreat. Yeah, I could retreat so he can't attack me on the next turn. He did counterattack me, though. That's why... see, check out the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. See where it says 75/85 over rookie? Those are my hit points. So when I attacked this guy, I took off, 37? So I took off about half his hit points. I took off about 33 hit points. He did, 10 points of damage to me. So it all worked out. So what I will do is I will retreat so that he has to get closer to me if he wants to. So basically he's going to have to use up a movement turn if he wants to attack me. So he will have to move. I'm not going to allow him to hit and run. He's going to have to move up to me and then attack me. So he won't be able to do what I just did. Hold down the X button to end the turn. I'm overcomplicating things right now. I'm just kind of explaining the basics. If I end up liking this game enough to do a longer tutorial, I will. Finish him. Yep, he's not going to attack me. So I'll just run up on him and then just attack him. Well, he's not dead. End turn. Yeah, he'll never be able to beat me. Because it's like, I don't know if you remember the game Cardia on the PlayStation 1. If you weaken an enemy, like if you strike them first and you weaken them, then every attack they ever do to you after that is going to be weaker. So your HP determines your attack strength in this game. So it makes a lot of sense to whittle down a bunch of enemies possibly to keep them from doing too much damage to you. So that might work out. It leaves a wreck behind when you defeat an enemy, which unfortunately means you have to go around it because until a wreck burns away, it takes about a turn or two for a wreck to burn away. You're going to have to go around them. So continue driving along the path. Don't worry about the music. There's very little music in this game. There's long periods of silence, and eventually the music comes back, so it's not really a big deal. What's this over here? Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'll just keep driving along the road. It's probably just, you know, unimportant assets. Okay, so I can't see my movement path if I zoom out this far. That's disappointing. And I'm out of turns? Yep, I'm out of turns. Alright, hold the X button to end the turn. Keep on moving. Don't stop like the hands of time. Wait, what's this? Oh, reinforcements, okay. So now I have 3 vehicles I can control. Okay, so how does this work? So they want me to use all 3 units. The game will explain what these other 2 units are. Okay, so I can't choose them yet. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep on driving. Flanking. The damage your unit deals increases with each of your units standing next to the enemy. So it's not like... It's about surrounding an enemy. It's not like Disgaea, if you remember that game. Was it Disgaea After Unit of Darkness? PS1 game, or PS2 game, PSP game, Disgaea. What happens is that if a bunch of your allies are sitting next to you, they support you. So basically you surround yourself with your allies, and that makes your attack stronger. In this game, you surround enemies, and your attacks become stronger. So the idea is to surround the enemies with as many units as you can before you start attacking. So, let's see. There are opponents nearby. I don't know where they are. Prepare to fight, huh? Well, I can't move anymore, so I'll end my turn. Display remaining actions. Okay. I'll press the menu button to see what the tutorial says. When a unit is destroyed, what happens next? Each unit has a certain number of hit points. Generally speaking, the larger and heavier the unit, the more hit points it has. Fine. When the number of points drops to 0, the unit is destroyed. Hit points are displayed in the form of 10 segments on the life bar above the unit. Okay. Many destroyed units leave wreckage behind. The wrecks cannot be passed by most types of units as long as they are burning. Some resident units can repair themselves with the aid of wrecks. Okay, that's actually a wrinkle I just learned fairly recently, before this video. Okay, press the menu button. Combat damage. How is damage calculated? There are 6 armor classes in the game. Each type of unit deals a specific amount of damage when attacking each type of armor. The damage a unit deals can be increased either by upgrading or by your own units next to the enemy, which is a pincer bonus. So, like I said, surrounding enemies. It can be decreased by upgrades of the enemy units and by the terrain, which is fortification, which I forgot about in the last video, actually. Or at least when I was playing before the video. Damaged units deal less damage than undamaged ones. A unit that has been damaged 50% can only cause half damage. That's why I'm trying to whittle down enemies so they don't do as much damage as they would otherwise. An enemy who's half strength can only do half as much damage as they normally would, which is why I'm trying to whittle down a bunch of enemies before they can attack me. Battle Worlds. Kronos has the following armor types. Unarmored infantry. Light armor, fast and light vehicles like the bandit and the hunter. Medium armor, we'll get to those later. Heavy armor, Cerberus is a tank, we'll see that later. Naval armor and aerial armor. If you've selected one of your own units and you move the cursor over an opponent within range, your opponent's life bar shows how much damage it would sustain during an attack. So it's a preview of how much damage will be done to that enemy before you attack. The part of the life bar colored completely red is what the enemy would lose in any case. The half-red part of the life bar could be lost, but might not be. Okay. Strategy trick. Strategic trick. When you attack and damage an enemy unit, its counterattack is immediately weakened. That means attack first, ask questions later is usually the best strategy. So yeah. Hit them before they hit you, because you'll weaken them, and then you'll weaken them before they can counterattack. So it's definitely worth it in that sense. Let's see, what are my options here? Okay. I'm pressing the left and right bumper to switch between... I'm switching between each unit that I can control in this turn. I can also hold down the Y button to see all the units that I can control during this turn. And you can see the little icons underneath each unit show you what skills they can perform. For instance, this bandit right here, we'll explain that a bit later, has 2 Joker units, which means it can attack twice or it can move twice. This is a traditional, what is this? Yes, it's a traditional unit. This is the same as the one I had at the beginning of the game. Same as the other one over there. Same as that one. So these two are the same. So they can move once and do a Joker skill on the second turn. So I'll take the dude in the back and move him up to the front. Just to kind of get everyone together. And then I'll move the Joker. Yeah, I'll move the bandit, excuse me. Again, the bandit can move twice or attack twice. The bandit is a ranged attacker. The game will explain this in a second. It's like an archer. It can attack enemies that are 2 hexes away instead of right next to you. So treat it, so the idea is to kind of shield it. We'll stay here. Alright, let's move this guy along the road. So he'll be a scout. Ah, we found some enemies. Okay, the game says the bandit in your group is a long-distance unit. It can only attack from 2 fields distance, so it can only attack enemies that are 2 hexes away. Unlike the traditional unit that I'm using right now, it's called the hunter unit. This hunter unit can only attack enemies that are adjacent to it. So it can only attack enemies that are on the hex that's right next to. The bandit unit, this one, can only attack enemies that are 2 hexes away. You can see them all colored in blue. All the blue hexes here are the hexes that this unit can attack. So it's always a ranged unit. Keep that in mind. If you're facing a bandit, apparently the strategy is to just attack it head on so it can't counterattack. That seems to be a legitimate strategy early in the game. For basic play, fundamental play. Okay, so this unit can attack or can move closer, but like I said, what I'm trying to do is not get too close to an enemy. I'll let the enemy come to us, and then I'll attack. I'll get out of the enemy's range, and then let the enemy try to attack us. Let's see, this explorer. I'm pressing the Y button, by the way, so you can see the enemies are all highlighted in red. All of our allies, our 3 allies here, are highlighted in blue. There are also a couple of these repair kits there. I'll show you those later. So we might need these eventually. So who do we have here? We have a bandit, and we have an explorer. Neither one is at full strength, but I don't want to press my luck. Unfortunately, I can't see their attack distance. So I'll tell you what. I'll zoom back here, stay out of their range. And who else can I attack with? Yeah, okay. So I'll get these 2 guys up here to serve as blockers. And then I'll get the bandit to hang out behind these 2 guys. Just to see how things go. Okay, so everyone's gone. I'm pressing the left and right bumpers, and no one can be selected anymore. Everyone's already taken their turn, so I hold down the X button and end the turn. Alright. My turn. Press the menu button. Combat range. What's the attack range of different units, and how do I find out? Many units have an attack range of 1 hex space, which means they can only attack adjacent hexes. There are ranged units that can attack several spaces, though. Some of these ranged units have a minimum range, i.e. units have to be at least X spaces apart. So like my bandit, I can't attack adjacent hexes. I can only attack hexes that are 2 ahead of me, so keep that in mind. Strategic trick. To find out the range of your unit, move the cursor over the unit. Spaces when the attack range of the unit will show in red. Attack close combat units with ranged units, or attack ranged units with close combat units. They will be unable to defend themselves. So if I'm facing a bandit right here, that's a bandit. The best strategy I can think of is to just take one of these guys and just run up on them and attack them head on. And what's this? This is a melee unit. So I can use my bandit to attack this one. So watch this. Let's run up on this dude. Punch him in the whoops. Well, I already went. So let's flank him. We'll be able to see a pincer attack. Here we go. See this? So see how we have 2... so now this enemy right here, this bandit is surrounded by 2 allies. So each attack that I do will do extra damage. That's the pincer bonus I was talking about. If you surround an enemy, if you surround an enemy with allies, every time you attack, you get an attack bonus. What's here? This explorer is surrounded by only one enemy. Oh, that's okay. Watch what I'm going to do. I assume who's the strongest enemy? The bandit's a 42. The explorer's a 49. But the idea here is that the bandit is a ranged attacker. This enemy right here is a melee-only attacker, which means every time he attacks one of my melee units, my hunter units, he will be counterattacked. So my strategy is to weaken the bandit unit first, so that its ranged, counterattack-free strikes on us don't become too debilitating. Again, I don't want to be too complicated about this, but I'll get things started with the bandit, have the bandit attack first. So look at that. See that red bar over there? See that red bar over each enemy? That's how much damage we could be doing to each one of these guys after the bandit attacks. So let's see what happens. Let's get the bandit to attack this guy. Actually, yeah, the bandit can attack this guy, and then the melee guys can attack the bandit. So let's do this. So if the bandit attacks the bandit, so if my bandit attacks his bandit, then we're going to exchange fire. So I'll just attack this guy, who's a melee-only attack. So if I attack the bandit will counterattack me. But if I attack this guy, he can't counterattack, because this is a ranged attacker we're going to be using. So we'll send the archer. See? So now that dude's not going to be able to do much damage to us. See? So he's only going to be able to do 10% damage. See, we've taken away 90% of his HP. So he's only going to be able to do 10% damage to us. So I'd say he's neutralized. Now we can have each of our hunters here do melee attacks on this ranged attacker. This ranged attacker cannot counterattack because we're too close to it. So remember, he can't attack adjacent. Yeah, the bandit cannot attack adjacent hexes. Only hexes that are 2 away. So he will not be able to counterattack, and he'll be finished. Okay, so let's do that. Kaboom. So we're all done? Yep, we're all out of turns. Hold the X button will end the turn, and this enemy will be destroyed if he tries to attack us. He picked up the repair chest. Ha. Alright, so we can surround him. Yeah, let's surround him. Mama don't like you, and my mom likes everyone. Okay, there we go. So we'll finish this dude off. Then the bandit will... The bandit can attack from here. So we'll let the bandit attack first, because the enemy will not be able to counterattack. And we'll get the pincer bonus. Whoops! I hit the wrong button. I chose the wrong hex. Sorry about that, kids. False alarm. I chose the wrong hex. It's a minor nuisance I've come across. I've actually done this a couple of times before I started recording this video, so sorry about that. If you press Y on the display info, you can display info condition and action on all of your units. So hold the Y button down. You can see everyone's hit points. We didn't lose that much. See, like this guy right here took a little bit of damage, but not much. It might be a scripted event, actually. Here's what I'm going to do. Damaged units, you deal less damage than unscathed ones. Drive into the repair chest with your damaged units to repair them. Actually, I think everyone's already gone. No. Well, this guy doesn't need the repair chest. But he's the only one who can move on this turn. So I'll just move him along the path. Oh, we found a soldier. Check out what his name is. Captain Hamill. Not Mark Hamill, I guess, but safe to assume it probably is. I and some of my people were able to parachute from the falling cargo shuttle. Must have crashed somewhere north of here. What's the situation? The north is now can be reached via 2 bridges. On that island is based on the yellow could be an instant target. He knows that his life, and that's yeah. These are parenthetical notes, which are kind of cute for the flavor text. The bridges leading to the island heavily guarded. Might be difficult to cross without suitable equipment. Maybe we'll find something that can help us in this depot. So yeah, that's a hint. But I already knew that was there anyway. But just so you know, what happened to the landing ship? We're at the starboard side. Blah blah blah. Anyway. No idea what happened. Must have been severe. Something, well, whatever. The last sentence word is the statement, but the question is resonating within it. Though it can't be, mustn't be possible. Right. They're the bad guys, the Eurla Corporation. Your friendly next-door global corporation. Pretty much every weapon in this world was built by the Eurla Corporation. Strange, isn't it? Everyone, money makes the world go round, I guess. Yeah, he's world weary. At least they're fighting us openly, unlike those two-faced bastards in the order. One of their spies finally. Why do you rule out an attack? Yeah, I guess he was too candid. Well, because of the rules, sir. Everyone agreed to that. Yeah, politics are above my pay grade, folks. Captain Hamill knows that, and so do you. Alright, other things can wait. We're in a hurry. Captain Hamill still doesn't trust me. Anyway. So we're the good guys. That's already been established. Hold down the Y button, you can see all the good guys over here, along with the repair chest. We'll get to those later. There are bad guys over there in the distance. So we'll be getting rid of them so we can... before we cross these bridges, we'll head over in this direction. So we'll end the video by finishing this part of the tutorial over there across those bridges. Okay, so that's been established. I'm going to do a quick save. So I don't have to go through that crap again. Yep, that was a manual save. Okay, first things first. Press the L and RB buttons to see who I can select this turn. So I guess I can't select my own guys, huh? Yeah, they've already gone. Okay. We have a couple of repair units there. We have a repair chest here and over here. So if we need to replenish our supplies, if we take a hit, we can do that. There's another one over there. We want to keep the enemies away from that one, though. So what do we recommend here? First bad guy is right there. So we probably want to wipe him out ASAP. Can he attack this turn? Looks like he can. So we can let's flank this guy. Let's surround him with as many allies as we can muster. So who can move? Let's see who can get behind him. Who can get behind him? Well, this guy will get pretty far. Okay, so he won't attack yet. We'll just surround him before we start attacking. This guy will not be able to get too close. Neither will this guy. Actually, yeah, he'll not be able to do the final attack. Yes, I think he'll be able to get close enough to attack him. That's pretty good. Yep. Okay, so you can do the next attack. Who else can get behind him? Okay, that's as far as it goes for him. So he'll flank him on that side. So we can't get behind him, we can get to his sides. Okay, that one can't get too close. But he might be able to flank him all the same. He might not be able to attack, but he'll be able to flank. Yeah, so this is interesting. So what we could do is, how about the bandit? Can the bandit do anything? Yeah, the bandit can attack from out here. Yeah, so we'll do it this way. So the bandit will run up on this dude. And then, let's get a couple of flankers in there. This one can't move anymore. Alright. So we'll let this dude move twice. You can probably get behind him? No. That's okay. He can still be adjacent to him. So he'll be able to flank. And what about this guy? Nope. Okay, we're done. Alright, that's fair enough. So watch what we do. Who can still move? Okay, so that one can move. We want the strong guys to attack first, because they'll be able to do the most damage, and then they'll be able to... Basically, if the strong guys attack first, they'll prevent any future counterattacks from being that damaging. So who's the strongest guy can attack? Well, the bandit can attack first and eliminate the counterattack right away. So let's do that. Bandit attacks first, and he will get the bonus from all of these guys who are surrounding it. From all these guys who are surrounding it. So they'll be able to provide extra firepower for this ranged attack that my bandit's going to do. See? Almost dead. Now, there are a couple more guys over here, so they're going to be a bit of a problem. Who's this guy? That's a hunter. That bandit's going to try and roll up on us, so let's finish off this dude. Okay, so the bandit can't attack yet, but this guy would get the finishing move. Bada boom. So no one took any damage. Now, these guys are going to try and attack us. I'll tell you what, let's do a hit and run. So these guys will retreat. Yeah, retreating sounds good. And this one over here can retreat. This one can retreat, just in case. Okay, so we're all done. So hold the X button down and see who tries to attack us. Let's see who starts flexing. Someone blew up. That wasn't me, I hope. Yeah, he attacked us. So he blew up one of my units. That's unfortunate, but we'll get some more in a second. If I were more cautious, I could have prevented this, but that's okay. If I want to do a perfect run later, I will. Okay, so next order of business. Who's the weakest guy we have who needs to go this turn? This guy. This hunter needs health. So let's move over here, grab that. I kind of wish we can run over that without having... I kind of wish we can grab it on the move, but we actually have to land on that space, so whatever. Okay, let's get back on the road. Alright, so he's done. So let's take the units in the rear and move them up. Let's stick to the road. Okay, who else is in the back? That dude. Okay, that's as far as we go. Well, this turn. Maybe, well, this, remember, he has 2 actions per turn, so let's see what he does on the second action. You can probably use him as a flanker. Okay, first order of business, I say, is to get that bandit. He's going to be a problem. We have a couple of infantry units here. Anyone take any damage? No. Well, that's good. You're doing a quick check and no one took any damage. I think we're doing okay. So, who's first? This guy, this guy. So this band is getting protected by 2 other guys. So, who's stronger? This guy's an infantry bot. What's his deal, by the way? Units lost, buildings destroyed. Yeah, whatever. We'll get to that. I've already beaten this mission before, so I don't have to worry about that. I can call for reinforcements, but I'll deal with that later. I'm on turn number 10, so I can call for reinforcements if I need them, I guess. And I might just do that just to overwhelm people. Alright, this guy, Hunter. So I'm going to wipe out these dudes with the units I have. So I can have the bandit attack first to whittle down this hunter. If I can whittle down the hunter, that means we'll be less of a threat to some of these other guys. Alright. So I'm probably not going to be... I can use the bandit later if I can get these guys out the way. I can't get these guys out the way, so I might not be able to do that. So I won't be able to get to the bandit this turn, so he's protected. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Can I get behind him? Nope. So I can't get behind the bandit. Nope, can't get behind the bandit. Alright, so what are my options here? I can whittle down the infantry, and I can whittle down the... Yeah, so I can do that. That might be a better idea. I just want to whittle down these guys. We're going to do a lot of damage. ASAP. Alright. So who can do more damage, actually? I don't know. Well, press the menu button to get a quick check on the tutorial messages. Or can I see the current mission objectives? There's at least one primary objective in each mission, but there can be more than one. If all primary objectives have been achieved, the mission is won. Secondary objectives can, but don't have to be, reached in order to win a mission. You should always reconsider whether you can afford dealing with secondary objectives or self-defined goals. Yeah, self-defined goals are always fun. Like, basically, destroying all enemies without losing any allies. Sounds great. The main goal is achieving the primary objectives, and sometimes focusing on that is the way to go. They can change during a mission. New ones can show up and the existing ones disappear. Each time an objective changes, you'll be informed by the text display. But where can I see them? You answered a question that wasn't asked. Okay, asked. I didn't ask that question. Aska. How and how often do attack units fight back? Every unit that has been attacked will fight back with a counterattack if the enemy is in range. But can only use the counterattack as many times as it can use, so it can only attack once usually. Strategic trick. When attacking an enemy unit, start with a strong unit that receives less damage from the counterattack. After that, the enemy won't be able to defend itself against your other more vulnerable units. Okay. Start? No. D-pad. Well, this doesn't tell me how far I can move. Because the obvious problem is that movement is based on the surface that you're on. Like I said, if you're on a street versus the grass versus the swamp or the mountains, yeah, sure. The game doesn't tell you how many units, how many spaces you can move. You can just take a peek at it, though. I also don't know how much damage I'm going to do. So let's roll up on... Okay, I can't get to that unit, so I have to attack this one. So I can't get to that hunter unit up there, but I can't get to this infantry bot. I can attack... This bandit can attack this enemy twice, so that'll be good. That'll definitely be worth it. So let me whittle down this guy first, because I can't surround him anymore. So he took a lot of damage. Yeah, took off half. So we can only do half damage now. So now I can attack, but I can't attack... Yeah, I can't attack the infantry bot from here. So I might as well just blow up this guy. Yeah, I see what's going on. I can attack that guy. I can also move this guy into position to attack the infantry bot. Yeah. But no one else can get behind him, though. Let me check. This infantry bot cannot get behind him. That's unfortunate. We probably need to wipe him out because... Actually, we need to get someone else to grab this before he gets it. Yeah, I gotta grab this repair chest before the other guy gets it. Alright, so... Next order of business, can I do a hit and run? Yeah, let's surround somebody. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Who's stronger, though? Gosh darn it. I don't want to overthink this anymore. Okay, can I get to the side of this guy? No, it's blocked. I can move right there. I didn't know I could do that. That makes things a lot more interesting, then. Yeah, okay, so I can pull this guy down here. Actually, actually I can have this guy grab the repair chest, we can flank this guy. That sounds like a good idea. So I can have him flank this guy. Have this infantry bot get right there and flank all of those guys. That sounds good. Yeah, so this bot can go down here. So we won't need the repair chest. That keeps it out of the enemy's hands. I can move this bot down here. Yeah. So who goes right here? This guy can stay where he is. This guy can run up on this guy and attack the bandit right ahead of us. This might work out. Okay, so let's do this. Infantry bot flanks this infantry bot. We'll go to the capturing a building part later. This guy can move right here. Okay, so we have two flankers for that infantry bot, the red infantry bot. This guy can stay put. This bandit can attack that guy and whittle him down even more. But I should have moved these guys. So if I had known this earlier, I would have moved these guys before attacking with the bandit. But that's okay. So this guy will slip into position and he'll be able to attack. So now everyone's surrounded. Perfect. Okay, first things first. The bandit will complete his turn by attacking the only enemy he can strike, which is... Let me make sure I choose the right one. I made this mistake before. That guy. Boom! Got him. So he's wiped out. So who's next? The strongest guy should attack this one. Okay, but this guy can attack the bandit. Actually, this guy can this guy flank? Yeah, that's right. This guy can move now. So where can he go? Can't go anywhere he needs to go. Gosh darn it. So this guy served his purpose. He was a flanker. He gave me an attack bonus to he gave an attack bonus to my bandits. We did okay there. Running out of time, so let me just finish up this video by finishing off these two guys. I don't have a choice here, so let's just attack with the strongest guy first. Let's just do the bandit. Let's get the bandit out the way. Wait, you telling me I can't attack the bandit? There we go. Wait, that's a bad bandit, right? Yeah, it is. I can attack that guy. I got confused about the computer that time. See? So I took a little bit of damage off the bandit. So now, this guy can't move. This guy can't move. So basically we can't get any closer. That's problematic. Alright. But I'm gonna get that attack bonus, so that's good. So let's attack with this guy. That weakened him a bit. Let's attack with that guy. That weakened him a lot more. So now he's 70% strength, so that's good. And what can this guy do? Not much. I can move him out the way, so let's do that. Let's get this guy closer to the depots down here. He can take them over himself. He'll be fine. There we go. We'll get to the depot explanation in a second. Okay, and this guy has a weakened. Can anyone else attack? This is the only guy who can attack, but all he can do is move. So I'll just keep him out of the bandit's range. Okay. Turn over. So before we end this video, let's go down to the help section. What's inside? Depots contain units, resources, ammo, and mines. Then select the depot, open the circle menu, and select the corresponding option to see its contents. We'll do that later. That's a unit in the depot window to unload it from the depot space so you can unload. Repair units inside the depots if you have enough resources. Transport resources or ammunition. Move a transport unit into the depot and transfer the resources and ammunition to the depot unit. You can also transport mines with the transport units, or use the mines to equip mine laying units, like an infantry bot. Strategic trick. If a building is captured, all units inside the building get captured too, so it's advisable to keep an eye out for enemy infantry within the range of your depots. Okay. Done with that. I can't go in here yet. Yeah, it's a red depot. Same here. Menu button. How can I capture an enemy building? Infantry units can capture enemy buildings, move into a space next to the building, have them attack the building. Small buildings need to be attacked once, regular-sized buildings twice, and HQ 3 times before you can take over the building. Move your cursor over the building to see the necessary number of attacks. Okay, well. 2. That's not very helpful. All I see is a red marker and 2 blue ones. It's not helpful at all, really. And I can't attack this. I can just blow it up. And this is a free unit. Yeah, I totally forgot about this container. I can get a free unit out of it. Repair chest, repair chest. I totally forgot about that. I should have grabbed that. Oh well. Menu. How can I cause more damage? For each unit to occupy a flank next to the enemy attack, you get a flank bonus. So again, surrounding enemies gives you a flank bonus. Move more than one of your units next to an enemy before you attack. You get a flank bonus for each of your units and cause more damage. So surround, then attack, which is what I've been doing. Menu. How do I know which of my units still have actions remaining? During the game, press the Y button to display the life bars and actions of all of your units. Use the left and right bumper to cycle through the units in sequence. Select the Z icon. Zip Zoolander, I guess. In the circle menu to tell the game that you don't want to give orders to that unit until the end of the round. Well, I won't need that yet. Those are all the tutorials we'll read. So I guess that's my excuse to end the video for now. We'll be coming back to this game in just a moment. We're going to finish this tutorial level, and that'll be a taste of this game. It's rather complicated.